In this Kubernetes and CKAD tips number 18, we will talk about pods and readiness probe inside the pod. So we talked about liveness probe, and here we will see readiness probe. Sometimes applications are temporarily unavailable to serve the traffic. For example, an application might need to load large data or configuration files during startup, or depend on external services after startup. In such cases, you don't want to kill the application, but you don't want to send it requests either. Kubernetes provides readiness probes to detect and mitigate those situations. A pod which with containers reporting that they are not ready does not receive traffic through Kubernetes services. The readiness probe runs on container during the whole life cycle. The liveness probe, do not wait for the readiness probe to succeed. So if you want to wait before executing a liveness probe, you should use initial delay seconds or startup probe, right? So that's the basic difference between a liveness probe, which we already have seen in the episode number 18, 17, and in the 18 we are seeing now readiness probe. So we'll see the basic difference. So actually, syntactically, when you define YAML, there is not much change except the name, right? And everything else remains the same. So let me show you how it looks like. So let me show you the file here. So if I say readiness, you can see that everything remains the same, right? The only change here is if I, let's say, put this area readiness and then replace it with liveness, it becomes liveness. If I keep it readiness, it stays as readiness, right? So that's the only difference between the syntactical difference between liveness probe and readiness probe. Because we talked about building this YAML in our previous episode, that is episode number 17 on liveness probe. So we'll not be showing you how to do that, but it's the same file, just a little bit of change. You are done with that. So let's just use this file to create an object. So I'll say k create minus f, and I pass the readiness.yaml, and it will create the pod, and it will show you the status. Okay, get PO, and then I say okay, W. So you can see that a pod is kind of ready, 1 of 1, and it is running fine. So that's a kind of quick demo on readiness probe. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.